Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. How are you? So this has been a long time coming. I'm going to go ahead and do tarot. I'm going to do a little bit of astrology, and I'm going to do tarot for the new moon in Aquarius. This is going to be falling in your 12th house. So you're already really psychic, um, Pisces. So, but right now it's really activated because you have the sun and the moon here. It'll be on February 9th. That's when the new moon is in Aquarius. And for you, Pisces, it's going to be in your 12th house. But the sun and moon is here, and we've got Pluto and Mercury. Sorry, my mic went out. So we got Pluto and Mercury. I'm doing a Pluto series where Pluto is in. I just released the Pluto in the 12th house one. So you might want to go watch that to see how that works if it's transiting for you in the 12th house. So Pluto will be transiting for you in the 12th house if you're a Pisces ascending. Okay. So when I'm talking about the astrology, this has to do with your ascending. Okay. Um, or your rising, right? So I'm talking about the rising or ascending, right? Um, but the tarot is going to be for sun, moon, and rising. Okay. So here we go. You have Mercury and you have Pluto here that has entered Aquarius. Again, I have a video of Pluto because I'm doing the series of the 12th house. You can go kind of see what that's about while it's transiting your 12th house. It's going to be transiting your 12th house for about 15 years. Okay. Yeah, 15, 18 years. But right now that it's got Mercury in there, so with the sun and the moon, this is really activated. You guys are the master manifestors. Like you can manifest easily. For a while you hadn't been able to do it because the Neptune was retrograde for you, and so that caused like some inner dwelling inner trying to figure out how am I going to do this? Do I want this? How am I going to figure this out? So, but now that Neptune is not retrograde anymore, so right here he's in your house. And then also because you've had Saturn in there. So Saturn being in there wants to put form to your formless. So you're basically formless. You know how to manifest, but Saturn wants you to put in the work. Saturn wants to see the tools that you're going to use. Saturn wants you to, it's almost like Saturn wants you to make a webinar or a book series or a how to blah, 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 right? For your house, for the way that you manifest things, for the way that you have relationships, for the way that you do things. He wants you to put form to those things. And that's what you'll be working on for the next, like, probably a year now. Um, but for this new moon, this is activated for your 12th house. So you could be getting some dreams, visions of where you want to head to next, what you want to do next. Because it's your 12th house, it's like, to me, with Pluto in there and Mercury in there, you may really get an idea or some clarity about just how much you give to people around you or relationships around you and how you don't get back as much. So like the imbalance of that, the not like you're so self-sacrificing. Now let me be very clear. This is your perception of things, okay? This doesn't mean that it's actually happening on the outside, but this is your perception of things. Your perception may be, I do right by all and I get nothing in return, okay? So, what I'm saying is with the sun and the moon there, you may get some clarity and you with Mercury being right there with Pluto, you may get some understanding of maybe I should have done that a different way. Maybe I didn't give as much as I thought I gave. Maybe I was more self-preserving than self-sacrificing. Maybe I was too sacrificing and not self-serving. Like, I see where that can come about. The big thing here for you guys is that Mars and Venus are going to be in your 11th house. Well, not are going to be. So on the ninth, they're going to be in your 11th house, and that's the house of groups. You could have a partner coming in through that way too. Like they won't immediately show up as a partner, but you could have them, you could meet them with a group. If those of you that are looking for love or open to love or whatever, you're dating, you could have dates here because when Mars and Venus come together, some partnerships can come about, but this would happen in your groups, so online groups. I don't know. Do you have a book club that you go to? The library? The do you work out with some people? Like whatever groups this is, or something that's forward, something that's like are you learning about AI and you're going to like a class? Like that could be part of where you meet this person or could meet a person if you're open to that. So we know that new moons are about manifesting. This is because it's in Aquarius, you're going to want to focus on it's almost like you get uh clarity about exactly where you want to go because it's Aquarius, so he's going to kind of clear your mind. So, yeah, I feel like you may not see it right away, but you could see it come through your dreams and you could see it if you ascend, if you get yourself in a space to get that information to you because the information's right there. You just need to get to it, which could mean for some you meditate, you do healing, like energy work, energy healing on yourself. You go to a retreat, you go work out, you whatever you cook because some of you like to cook and it puts you in that space. Whatever this is, you have to like get to that space, but there's something that's very clear for you up there in there. I wouldn't say up there, but in that resonance, in that space. There's some clarity there. So I just heard that I'm explaining it in detail about how you manifest anyway. So I guess because some of you hadn't been able to manifest, this is like going to be the first time you're manifesting again. So just know that. Okay. That's all I'll say about the astrology part. Let's get to the tarot reading. Uh, there we go. Okay. All right. I'm doing a simple 4 card pull for the new moon. This is going to be specifically for the new moon. And I'll give you the positions as soon as I lay them out, okay? Y'all know I have um, shuffled my cards, I always do, but I'll shuffle them again in front of you guys. And I'd like for you guys to let me know if you like this. Do you want more of this? Um, did you understand the astrology part? Um, give me some feedback because I haven't done this type of tarot in a long time. And I'm kind of opening up to it again, but I need to know if it's even worth it. You know, you need to kind of let me know. I would appreciate it. And also, tell me your stories. Tell me what you've been trying to manifest. Tell me how things have been going. These cards are so slippery. It's kind of why I like um, doing them off camera because they can kind of go everywhere. Okay, so this first position is your foundation, where you're at. Oh, good for you. Look at you, Wheel of Fortune. The second position is where you're headed. Wow, Pisces. Y'all got some stuff going on. The third position is what's holding you back or what's standing in your way. And the fourth position is the outcome, the actual outcome. Okay. So we started so well here. What happened? What happened? We started well. It's like we were imagining, we are dreaming, we know that that's going to happen, and then bam, no. Okay. So your foundation is the Wheel of Fortune. Let me just say this with the Wheel of Fortune. You are destined. It is destined. Doesn't matter what you do or don't do, think or don't think, go here or there. It doesn't matter. It's your destiny. You are destined for the things that you have been dreaming about, whether that's relationships, work, money, career, family, friendship, whatever this is, groups. Um, those things are destined to come about, and I say for the next 6 months you should start seeing. I feel like you already see. You already see because you're in the Wheel of Fortune. So you're already seeing where it's relaxing. You're already seeing you've had some you've had a couple of bumps and it's kind of scared you and threw you off, but over the next 6 months, I'm hearing though you have to be true to yourself. Like you have to tell yourself the truth is what I mean. Like you got to stop lying to yourself. You got to stop. Like here's the thing, Aquarius is gaslighting themselves and y'all are lying to yourselves. What is going on? I haven't like gone in everybody's the group's energy, so I don't know what y'all been going through, but I feel like you're like you're not being straight up with yourself. You're not being straightforward with yourself. You're like eluding yourself, deluding yourself. You're like, and I understand that's why you're the master manifester because you can go delulu, which is good when you're manifesting, right? Like just because we don't see it out in the physical doesn't mean it can't be. You got to like talk yourself into it, right? Does that make sense? But I feel like where things have played out for you, especially in the last 3 or 4 months, like something really changed for you, something happened, and you've chosen to see it in the way that that's not how it happened. Does that make sense? Like you've chosen to like lie to yourself to get through it. Yeah. You've chosen to like not tell yourself the truth about how things really went. Yeah. Anyway, so no judgment. You are who you are. We're all in this growing. You know, like I said, uh, Aquarius, us over here are gaslighting ourselves. We're not any better. We're not any better. Anyway, so it looks like it doesn't matter. Your destiny is changing. You are seeing some. You've gotten you had some hiccups. The fastest way to do this, I'm telling you, from my higher self, is to get real with yourself. Get straight with yourself. Go back into what happened and look at it from a different point of view. That's going to help the fastest, okay? Where you're headed is the emperor. Like you understand I guess your group thing is like in focus, and so some of you, because you've been not so straightforward with yourself. I hate using the word delusional because people have a bad connotation to it, even though I don't, but people do. So I don't want to say delusional, but if you've chosen to not see people for who they are and see yourself for how you interacted with those people, this is what you're doing for the next, I would say, 6 months, definitely, is you're trying to figure out who the people around you really are to you, like what they are to you. Like, are they really your friends? Are they really your family? Are they really your, that kind of thing. Um, yeah. But I feel like as much as this sounds, because what I'm seeing is like the tower moments where it just crushes and you don't have any more people around you, or you do have them around you, but you realize they're not as close, or they don't have your back like you thought, or they don't see things the way that you do, or maybe you guys have different missions now. Like I see that, but you're becoming the emperor. You're headed in that direction. You're becoming the emperor and understanding that it takes more than just you to build the life that you want. Yeah. Y'all have been I'm saying like the last 15 years except for the last 2. The last 15 years y'all have had it's so easy for y'all because you can manifest like nobody's business. You can manifest like just that you're the master manifester. So you didn't really have to think, and you didn't really have to fight for your manifestation. You really didn't have to like set yourself precedents and stand in your honor about your manifestations. You chose to, because it came so easily. There's not a right or wrong. This is what I'm seeing. A lot of you, and not everybody, and when I say this word, don't take it as a bad word. I'm trying to think of other words, but this is what's coming out. You've manipulated people and situations to get what you wanted, and it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just that you're so used to manifesting so easy. And in the last year or less, some of that came crumbling down. And you realize, yes, I may have gotten what I wanted in the past, but now the people that are around me and the situations that are around me and the relationships that are around me are not as deep as I want them to be. That's the emperor trying to you're headed in the direction where you're going to be forming your group again. You're going to be forming the people around, like, you're going to be under attracting the people that you really want for your life. But first, you have to get real with yourself. Does that make sense? And this is what's standing in your way. What's standing in your way is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is delays, not having it come right, not having it come when you want, not having the person that you want to come when you want. Things just hadn't been going your way. Um, and that has to do with timing because you guys had some lessons to learn about being balanced in the fact that you can be creative, delusional in that space, and in reality. Does that make sense? And so I think you were trying to understand the difference of why you need that. Not that you didn't know the difference of it, but why do I need to be balanced in both? Right? Hope that makes sense. So it's almost like your higher self, the universe, the self that doesn't incarnate here, the self that kind of knows what this life path is about, has caused delays. People didn't do what they said they were going to do. You got side blinded, like how do I say this? Some people weren't who you thought they were, and so they did some things and kind of ruined where you were going or ruined your plans. But here's the thing, you weren't being honorable either. And so it's almost like when you're playing in those at that level, you got to be ready to face that level, right? And so right now you're kind of taken aback, trying to figure out, do I want to play that level or do I want to do it with where I can be creative and get their input and still have the people that, instead of me trying to be what I think other people want me to be, maybe I should just be myself. That's what you're trying to come to terms with. But then you're like, but what is myself? Because I'm always like trying to be what other people want me to be because that's the best way to be. That just saves all of us from, saves me from misery, saves me from hurt, saves me from all of that, and saves them from going crazy too. Does that make sense? But that's what's been holding you back. And then the outcome is the hermit, which is, this tells me being the hermit is part of getting to the emperor, right? So the outcome over the next 3 or 4 months, I would say, but even in this new moon, is that you need to go within. You need to get clear about what you want and who you are. That's what I'm seeing. And in this new moon, I feel like that. I feel like you are going to take a break and kind of isolate, but some of you in a bad way, some of you should be reaching out and you won't. And some of you, it's time to basically be in your own energy, clear out your own energy. And for those of you, because especially because you're Pisces, you need to take the Epsom salt bath. You absolutely need to take an Epsom salt bath for 10 minutes. I have so many videos over the years telling you how to do this. But you need to take an Epsom salt bath for 10 minutes because you need to clear your energy. You're so engulfed in everybody else's energy and it's so intermingled that you don't know the difference right now. And you need to know the difference because that's going to help you get to the emperor because you have the wheel of fortune, so your life is still going about. It's just the hurts, but it's the hurts because you got side blinded because you weren't being truthful either. And so you're just renegotiating with yourself to figure out what you want. And for some of you, you need to get really clear before that person comes in because I do see some people having a mate come in, having a partner come in 8 months. Okay, I will give you that. But the hermit is about really getting true with yourself, going in with yourself, having your time. For those of you that have given way too much and don't take enough, you need to take time for yourself. You need to go on that vacation. You need to get that extra job if you want. You need to get that car that you really want. You need to do those things for yourself and you need to stop trying to fix everybody else and manipulate them. You think you're trying to fix them, but you're actually manipulating them. Okay? So, I hope this helps. I know this is not as long as usual, but let me know if you like this. And if you guys are really liking the tarot, just kind of depends on if everybody's interested. If they are, then I'll do more. All right. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know how things are going. Tell me what it is that you want to manifest. I love you, love you, love you. Bye.